Hey, what's up, everybody? Ray here. Some breaking news, kind of. It's from earlier today, but I just now got into the studio to record it. If you're a fan of the Metal Gear Solid franchise, you've probably already heard Oscar Isaac has been cast to play Solid Snake in the upcoming Metal Gear Solid movie. I think that's a sound bit of casting, but I'm going to read this article here on This is on Newsweek. This is like Polygon or anything like that. This is like mainstream story, of course, But I caught this article on Newsweek. I'm gonna read it real quick. It says Oscar Isaac wanted Solid Snake role even before reported Metal Gear Solid casting. Okay, so he went after this role apparently, which is cool, which reassures me. And I'll talk about after I read this a little bit of this article real quick why that's reassuring for me. So, Oscar Isaac is slated to play Solid Snake in the live-action adaptation of the popular video game series Metal Gear Solid, but the actor cast himself in the role long before his official casting. Deadline reported Friday that the Star Wars actor is attached to play the main protagonist of the Jordan Vogt Roberts, who directed Kong Skull Island, which it's a good movie. Metal Gear Solid film script is being written by Derek Connolly, and there's no date for the movie to start filming, but Isaac has prepared for this role. Okay, so I hope Kojima's helping with the script, at least. I hope at least Kojima's helping with the script. Because when I heard they were developing this movie a couple of years ago, it was a couple of years ago when this has been out for a while, right? They were doing this movie. I think the initial kind of rumor or report was that Kojima was helping write the script. So anyway, let's get back into it. Back in March 2019, while the cast of the Netflix original film Triple Frontier was doing an interview with IGN, the question of whether they'd do a video game film was asked. Isaac said he'd do Metal Gear Solid, and he's throwing his hat into that. So cool. Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, and he goes on to talk about some other stuff and whatnot, but and that Boss Logic mock-up from a while back. But I am cautiously optimistic about this because here's why. Okay, what they do in the Metal Gear games, right? You can encapsulate that into a 2.5 hour movie, right? Probably 2 hour 15-minute movie. You could encapsulate a starting point for a Metal Gear Solid movie. It's not like trying to make a Final Fantasy movie or something with like crazy lore and a bunch of characters that you have to service, right? There are numerous characters in Metal Gear, but each story is self-contained, almost written like a movie, right? So you've got your Foxhound agents, then you've got, of course, Otacon and Solid Snake and General Campbell and just the numerous other characters on that side. But here's the thing. The supporting characters are definitely defined as supporting characters, and the main characters are clearly defined as your main characters, right? Some Final Fantasy games and other game franchises like Resident Evil and stuff, sometimes that can get blurred because you can develop a favorite character, want to know more about their lore, and then you have to service this whole subset of fans. Metal Gear doesn't really do that, right? Like, I think if you like Metal Gear, you like the composition of the story and how the characters are all composed and weaved together. I say that to say this. I think it's more plausible that you could write a good script for a Metal Gear movie and tie it up in 2 hours and 15 minutes and deliver a good movie and not have too many loose ends, So I think Oscar Isaac is a great choice. I think he's got the look. The dude can act. The dude can act his ass off, right? He's a great actor. I've seen him in numerous things, not just the Star Wars stuff. I've seen him in numerous things, even before the Star Wars movies. One thing I will say is he's got to gruff that voice up, right? Now, he doesn't have to do a David Hayter impression. That's not what I'm saying. It's not, you have to sound like David Hayter. No, that's not what I'm saying. Oscar Isaac has kind of like a tenor, mid-range kind of voice. You know, Solid Snake's a lifelong smoker, right? He's got to have that gruff voice. Like, he's got to sound like somebody who's seen some stuff. He's been around. He doesn't want to do a lot of talking. He doesn't want to be around people. Now, it depends on where they start, right? If they start at Outer Heaven, which was the first Metal Gear game when Snake was a member of Foxhound, and if they start as Shadow Moses, which is where Metal Gear Solid starts, and he's just a lone wolf brought in by Campbell to go in and take down Foxhound. It depends on which Snake they start with, the younger one or the older one, or the middle-aged one rather, not the older one, the middle-aged one. I would love to see them start at the beginning. Take it to South Africa, you know, take it to Outer Heaven, and I would love to see that when he goes in looking for Gray Fox. I think that would be really cool. And then the second game, you can skip Snake's Revenge or whatever. You can tie that up however you want, but start with the first Metal Gear. You go into Metal Gear Solid for the second movie after that, because you know they want to aim for this to be a franchise, right? They're going to want to at least get 3 movies out of this. So, but I think it's good casting. I think it could be. I think this has the potential to be really good. Is it going to be the best video game adaptation ever made? I don't know. I don't like to get in those conversations because they haven't even started pre-production yet, I don't believe. They've got him cast. They're writing a script. I've already seen people online talking about how good or bad this adaptation is going to be. We don't know. Y'all need to chill on that. Just let this play out. Let the artists do their thing. Let's let it play out, and let's see where it goes. But for me, the fact that Oscar Isaacs went after this role, it's kind of like when Christian Bale, the story about Christian Bale, and when he heard Christopher Nolan was doing a Batman movie, he was like, I'm going to get that role. I want that role. I'm going to go get it. You know, and we see how it turned out. He was a great Bruce Wayne, great Batman. He really put his heart and soul into the character. When an actor wants a role and wants to go get and do a role, it doesn't just like get cast from hundreds of people who auditioned. When they make an effort to go get that role, I feel like they put a little something extra in it. And I really hope that's what we get with this. Metal Gear, Solid Snake, they're icons. You got to handle this thing with care. Hollywood knows this now, I think. I think that's why you're seeing less video game adaptations coming out. Well, right now we got COVID, but also I feel like they understand now that these things, you don't just crank them out. They have to be made, well made. They have to be treated with respect. They have a lore. They have a following. These characters and these stories, these franchises are iconic at this point. And, you know, people's careers can go under if they screw up a video game movie bad enough. And I think that's why a lot of people aren't. They're careful about how they're approaching them now. But anyway, I'll leave it at that. Let me know what you all think about the casting, about where y'all think the movie's going, and just throw me some theories out there what y'all would like to see. I would like to see them start from the beginning. Metal Gear Solid is not the beginning. Metal Gear 1 on NES is the beginning of the story. Going in, trying to find Gray Fox behind enemy lines. I mean, I think you could do something interesting with that. You could introduce a lot of the Foxhound characters who would be the villains in Metal Gear Solid, in the Metal Gear Solid movie. So this would almost act as a prequel to Metal Gear Solid, right? Because it's the beginning of the story. Anyway, you all have a great night. Keep rocking. More stuff coming from me this weekend, and I will catch you all in the next video. Be safe out there. Be very safe out there. Be good to each other. Keep rocking. I'll see you all in the next video.